With the patient open, click the A button on top to launch the assessment window. You'll start off with the new assessment. There are 3 tabs: Status, Pre-existing, and Outside Referrals. On the Status tab, drop down the condition status to choose from the existing list, or you can add to this list in the Customize section, which will be discussed in another video. In this case, we'll choose Acute. The box below will list all the complaints the patient has if they've already expressed a note. This box is not editable and is populated by the subjective window. In the middle column, you choose the current progress. It could be anything from fast to good progress, fair, maybe too early to tell if it's a new patient. Just choose the radio button that best applies. On the far right are resulting factors. You can check all that apply. For example, maybe in neurological complications and unresolved neurological signs. This list is editable on the fly. Whenever you see a list where the asterisk is the last item in the list and there's nothing there, click in the list and you can add something to it. It'll add that to the list permanently for all patients and move down to the next line to add another one if needed. The pre-existing contribution tab is a similar list to the list of resulting factors. It too has symptom contributions that can be checked as needed, as well as add to the list. To the right is a typewritten assessment. This allows you to type your own assessment, ignoring or in addition to the status and pre-existing condition. Just type whatever your assessment is in the box. The Outside Referrals tab is used for referring a patient for x-rays or any other outside referral. For example, you might want to refer them out for an MRI, x-ray full spine. This will generate in the note as part of your assessment. This list is customizable in the Customize section, again, which will be discussed in a different video. On the right, you can generate deferred testing. Maybe you want to send them for a nerve conduction study in the future. In addition to the A for assessment, you'll notice there's a little down arrow to the right of it. Click the down arrow to see other options. Assessment status is the window that we're currently in. Diagnosis has its own icon up top, and we will discuss that separately in the diagnosis window. Prognosis allows you to come in and say your overall prognosis for the patient. And again, you have these lists that can be customized. You check them off as needed to further describe the patient's overall prognosis. Or you can click the custom button and just type your own prognosis. The growth chart is saved for a future feature and is not currently available. Work restrictions allow you to generate a letter for a patient regarding work restriction. It starts off with a new work status. You can choose the work status from the list, permanent or partial disability. Choose the work status from the drop-down list. If the patient is under total disability, choose the from and through date. If they're under partial disability, again, enter the from and through date. Use the return to work box to say when they can return to work. If they are able to return to work, use the list at the very bottom to limit what restrictions they may have, maybe lifting or running. You can add to this list as in other lists. Optionally, there's the typewritten work restrictions on the right that you can just type in. On the right is the printer icon. Click the printer icon to be able to print the work restriction letter to give to the patient. Click Save when finished with this window.